Hello everyone, here's Mr. Sarko teach you math for all graders. Today I'm going to talk about ellipse. What do we have in ellipse? What are the names of the elements of the ellipse and what is the role of the ellipse? We have two types of the ellipse, guys. First one is if we have the ellipse horizontally, and the second one is if we have the ellipse like this vertically. First of all, let's talk about the horizontal one. The rule for this one is like this: x minus h square over what? Over a number, of course, plus y minus k square is equal to 1. Guys, here we have a and b, okay? Sometimes we have a here, sometimes we have a here. Which number is the greatest? We will write under x a square under x, of course, to become horizontal, okay? And b, the smallest one, is under y. But here, the difference between this, the rule for this one and this one, is only a and b. We can change x, a with b, it becomes a vertical way. For example, x minus h square plus y minus k square is equal to 1. In this way, the a square is under y because it is vertical when the greatest number under y, it is vertical when the greatest number under x, it is horizontal. Okay? Now, the main thing is center. This is the center of the ellipse. By this center, we can find all of them, all the elements, like vertices, secondary vertex, foci. Those two corners called vertex. Okay? Those are vertices. Okay? And those two, let me put it in another color. Those two we call secondary vertex. Why we call this secondary vertexes? Because this is smaller than those, okay? The distance between those two is smaller than the distance between those vertexes. Now, how can we find those floating points? How can we find those? That's not hard. We have a and b, okay? A and b. We will work with those two. For the greatest one, we will work with a, okay? This is h and k. H and k. Pay attention, guys. When we want to take this point to here, translate this point to the right side. Which one will change? Horizontally will change or vertically? Of course horizontally, so change the horizontal. So in this side we have to say plus a. But in this one we have to write what? H and k is, we can write like this, sorry. H minus a. And the vertical will not change. Look, they are in the same level. So the vertical is not changed. Let's go to the upper one. Here we have h and k again. But which one is changed? When we take this point to here, of course the vertical will change. So k is the vertical. We can say this is plus, not a. We will work this time with b. For the secondary, we'll work with b. So this one is also h k plus, sorry, minus b. This one is plus b and this one is minus b. Why? Because this is lower than this, we have to subtract them. One more point we have, guys. The other point is C, or for C, we will work with C. We have a point contains here and here, maybe in here or here. Now this is general. We don't know it contains where. This is called what? Foci. Okay, foci is two focuses. Okay, two focuses we call foci. Here we have again h and k, but which one change? When we take this to here, of course horizontal change, so we will say plus c. But where is c? C we can find here. We have a rule. C is equal to, c squared is equal to a squared, the greatest one. This is plus. Opposite of plus is minus b squared. So this is the rule for finding the letter C. And we will find the focus by this. And here we can say h minus c and k. Pay attention on those 1, 2, 3, 4 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In those 5 points, we will not change k. Why? Because it is horizontal change. Okay? Translating this point horizontally. But in those two, the constant is h. We will not change h, we will change k here. Okay, why? Because this is vertically changed. Now let's go to the other example. Well, it is vertically. Okay? Let me write the rule for c. C squared is again equal to a squared minus b squared, the greatest one minus smallest one. And we have 3 letters. Those 3 letters are A, B, and C. Okay? For the greatest vertex, this is vertex and this is vertex, we will use A. So here we have a point, and here we have a point. We have H and K, sorry. We have H and K. We have H and K. Which one changed? When we take this point to upward, so what is changed? Vertical change. So K will change. So we can say K plus A. For this one, we can say K minus A. How about this one, guys? Those two, we can say, we have again H and K. H and K. For this one, horizontally will change. Why? Because we take this to the right or to the left, we can say by using B plus B and minus B. Okay? For the upper focus and the lower focus, or foci, we can say, we have 2 points here, H and K, H and K. We will take this point vertically, so plus C, this time we will use C, and minus C. Okay? Those are all the elements in focus, in ellipse, sorry. Guys, one more thing we have in an egg or ellipse, let's say. Ellipse is look like an egg, but this is 2D, egg is 3D. The distance from here to here, look, I mark it like this to you. This is what the distance between this point and this point. We call this the major axis. This is the major axis, like the general axis we can say, okay? This is the major axis. But the other axis is, let me mark it in a red, this red one, this distance is the minor axis. This one is minor axis and this is major axis. The minor axis is, guys, we can say, or let's say major axis. The major axis is, we can say 2A. is equal to 2a. Why? Because this is 1a and this is the other way. It becomes 2a. The minor axis is equal to 2b. Okay? So we have major and minor axis. It is the distance between each vertices. The distance between foci, we can say it's equal to 2c, or 2 multiplied c, or we can say c plus c, any way that you want. Guys, please, never ever memorize the rules for those plotting points. You can make yourself. If you have the graph, if you can draw the graph, not need to memorize it, to memorize the rules for plotting the points. I'm a teacher. Even the teachers can't memorize those kinds of points. Yes, we can write down, but we can't memorize. We have to think about the graph, then we can decide the rule. Okay, I hope you understand this, guys, very well. For the next videos, we will solve some examples. Try to study on your book, guys. I will separate each video for each example. Now go to the examples and then your exercises to be very, very clever students in math. I hope you understand this lesson, guys. Bye.